Have you noticed that people who have time tend to not have money? And people who have money tend to not have time. So what if there is a way for you to have both? You would probably ask how to do that. Well, this is you, and you and your family are currently spending a lot of money on food or cleaning supplies or beauty products or supplements or body care and a couple of other items. So I'm just thinking, what if all of this could become a source of money for you? You know what you're doing, you are doing this every month, so all you need is a way to transform what now costs you money into a side hustle. And how do you do that? Every pound you spend can become what we call points value. This happens when you register. The registration is free. So you don't have to pay anything to become a member of the platform. As soon as you register, you get a number. That number gives you access to products with discounts. It also gives you access to vouchers. And it also gives you the option to become a retail consultant, which means you use the product and you also share feedback online. Now, what's going to happen when you share feedback online or offline? What's going to happen is that people will start thinking, that seems easy, or that seems like something I would like to try. Remember I mentioned point values? Well, the income starts coming to you like this. As you continue to promote the products and try out your own products from this shop, you will produce what we call points value. Points value will bring you a second income stream, which is a percentage from your market share. Of course, because you buy the product, you endorse the product, you promote the product, you're going to have customers and you're going to have business partners, and that will create a market share. The company has put together a really interesting retail plan and a really interesting performance plan, which makes sure that everyone gets paid in a fair way based on their own contribution to the market share. So your points value will be formed of your personal consumption, but also of your own registered customers' consumption. Now, when we talk about registered customers, the platform already has a customer-friendly registration page. So you do not have to do it personally. You just have to make sure the people who want to buy the product you present, endorse, and share, they are the people that are buying it from you. Okay? You do not handle their money. Quick break here to say over 50 million users. Main sponsor of Miss America since 2020. Operational in over 100 countries. 70 plus years of existence worldwide. 40 plus years of existence in the UK. Some people would like to earn an income stream from what you're doing and do what you're doing. We call this duplication. So if Maria, John, and Anna decide to do what you're doing as part of your network, then they become part of your market share. Maria, John, and Anna will each develop their own personal consumption and their own registered customers. Each of them will do the same. Of course, as they promote their products with their honest opinions, people would also become like you. They'll want to develop their own business. Everyone wants a little bit of money on the side. Well, most of us want a little bit of money on the side. And this seems like a very easy business model, won't it? And that's actually true. So let's say Maria also starts with 3 of her friends, Anna, Laura, and Oliver. And they each do the same thing. They each have a personal consumption and they each develop registered customers. But Maria can also have another friend, John, who decides that it's very easy for him at this point in time to just try out the product. So, no customers. However, the important bit is that the pound becomes points value for each product, right? So when we look at the market share every month, every single product that was moved through this market share will produce points value. So Maria will have points value, John will have points value, Anna, Laura, Oliver, they will all have points value. Or they will not, because maybe they will not need to buy any product in one of the months, or they will have no turnover from their customers. But let's not think about that case scenario. So if every single one of them, for example, is having 100 PV within the month, then they all make part of your market share. So everyone will receive a percentage from their contribution to the market share based on what we call a bonus scale. So the terms and conditions are very clear. Remember, all these people did was to change where they shop from platforms on the high street into their own online platform. They used the product, they shared the product experience, and people started connecting to them, or their own friends started connecting to them, either as registered customers or by setting up an individual business. What can each person earn? Well, first of all, high quality products. I think this is the biggest gain, because if the products are good, then people keep coming back to buy more and more and more. If the products are not good, then people fade away. Then we're talking about sustainable products. Now, why is this important? Because it's so good that someone is actually handling all of the stress that comes with producing a sustainable product. Then environmentally friendly products. Now, this is also very important, because in our life, we tend to switch more and more to environmentally friendly products. The way the company does this is by also producing concentrated products. And why is this important? Well, if they're concentrated, which means you buy smaller quantities than what you used to, is because if they're concentrated, then the packaging is not so large. So that's a direct impact on being environmentally friendly, for example. So aside amazing products, what else do you get? Well, you also get retail profit. Of course, you are going to get a retail profit. And I had situations where, because my customers have accounts, I was away on holiday, enjoying my time away, whilst my email was ching ching. There you go, a retail profit was coming through. So yes, you do get retail profits. These are very clear. You cannot change your prices. They're set by the company. You get a cut. Right now, and it can change over time, but right now is retail price by 10%. Retail price minus VAT by 10%. Then you get bonuses. I will address this in a separate video. Then you get discretionary incentive. Discretionary incentives are like one-time bonuses, or they're like trips paid in full, and many other types of incentives that the company can create over time. The most important bit is the fact that there is no top earning, right? So I talked about market share. As long as your market share is moving points, which is pounds, which is products, as long as you're moving the pound for your market share, you get a cut. And you get a cut in accordance to the terms and conditions of the company. They're very transparent, and all the information is within the platform once you sign up. Remember, you can quit anytime. In closing, I want to emphasize that there are no targets, no stocks, no hard sales. If you would like to know more, comment below. Remember to subscribe and share. I have included a form at the description of this video where I encourage you to get in touch and book a one-to-one conversation. Remember, today I'm only working with several countries, so please include the country where you're writing me from. Thank you.